Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. If you're returning, welcome back. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for all of your support. And without further ado, we're going to get into this reading. This will be a general reading, so it won't resonate with everyone. So please take what resonates, whatever doesn't, leave here. So let's go ahead and pull a calmness card and see what Spirit has for you today. Spirit, what is their calmness card that you have for them today? Spirit, what is their calmness card that you have for them today? And it's going to be this one. And it says, love yourself first and everything else falls in line. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in this world. Okay? So maybe some of you haven't really been treating yourself the best. The Spirit is saying love yourself first before, and basically before you love anybody else, you have to love you first, okay? So let's go ahead and look at your energy. Let's see what your energy is like. Spirit, what is their energy like? Spirit, what is their energy like today? Stuck in my hand. If you know, you know. So let's see. I like this. You're very kind, or either you're being very kind lately, or today you were very kind to people. And that's beautiful. There's enough rude people out here in the world, so when you run across somebody who's kind and courteous and all of those things, like, it really just makes your day. So I'm glad to hear that. All right, so let's see the area you're operating from. And hopefully it's not like a fake kindness, but we will see. Hopefully it's really genuine and you're just a very kind person. Area they're operating from, Spirit. What is the area that they're operating from? Spirit, what is the area that they're operating from? Okay. It's going to be this one. Let's see. So some of you think you know it all, or maybe there's a certain topic and you feel like you know more than other people. This could be at work and you're like, I already know how to do this. You know how sometimes there's a person and they kind of try to tell you how to do something. You're like, I already know. So that's the area you're operating from, is like that know-it-all Spirit. All right, area needs the most healing. Spirit, what is the area that needs the most healing? Spirit, what is the area that needs the most healing? Area that needs the most healing. All right, so we have two. Let's see what they are. Fear, so you have a fear of something. And what is the other one? Your mind. So whatever your mind. Okay, so this could just be, you know how we have things that and I just did this recently. So you'll have something in your mind of how something's going to go, and you think of the worst case scenario. That could be that know-it-all, because you just know that this is what's going to happen. And Spirit is saying this, you need healing in this, because half of what you think is going to happen terribly will never happen. Okay? So I'm feeling like that fear that's in your mind is blocking you from some things, or maybe it's keeping you stagnant in places that you really want to move up from or move away from. All right, so we're going to look at what's blocking you next. Let's look at these in here. I try to keep crystals in my spiritual notes just to charge them up. All right, let's see what's blocking you. Let's see what's blocking you. Spirit, what could be blocking them at this time, Spirit? What could be blocking them at this time? Spirit, what could be blocking them at this time? All right, you have two. Let's see what's blocking you. Thankfulness. So if this is blocking you, this means that you're not being thankful in some area that you should be. And don't force this. So this could be anything. You know, usually when people see this, they immediately go to relationships. If you're resonating in that area with this, then that's what it is. But don't force this. Can be anything. It could be you trying to take the reins of something, and its spirit is like, don't force it. Like, it's going to happen. Let it happen organically and naturally. So whatever this is, and you also need to practice being more thankful, okay? Because this is blocking you because you're not doing it. All right, and we're gonna look at area. Let me see things you need to work on. Things they need to work on, spirit. What is the things that they need to work on? What is? I mean, we already picked those, but all right. So there's three, and the first one says, "Wow, you need to you need to work on everything." Maybe that's because you think you know it all. So nobody can tell you, yeah, and you have a need to control everything. That's why you have that fear. We pulled fear in mind, the areas that need the most healing, because you need control over. Why I keep pulling this, and you complain too much. So maybe you complain too much about things you can't control, because it says this is the area you need to work on, and you need to work on everything. Where is this? Yeah, you need to work on everything, and you need to control everything. Yeah, so this is the area that you need to work on. So I'm feeling like that's what that is. You know, you complain about anything you can't control or anyone you can't control because you have a fear in your mind that if you don't have it all laid out and it doesn't, if you don't move in these steps, these exact steps going in this exact order, something bad is going to happen or it's not going to work out. So let's see. Let's look at love next. Let's see what's on the love jar that we have going on. So this doesn't take away, even though like we're getting all this kind of stuff, it doesn't take away from the fact that either you've been very kind lately or you're still a kind person. There's just, we all have our character flaws, and you needing to control everything and thinking you know everything, that's yours. Okay? So let's see. Let's see what's going on in love. Spirit, what could be going on in love, Spirit? What could be going on in love? All right, that popped out, but it's telling me to keep going. What could be going on in love, Spirit? Okay? So this one says someone online. Maybe you just met someone online, or somebody online is watching you. Old school love, traditional. Either this is what you want, this is what you have, this is what you desire, or this is something that you missed from the past. Or this person online that you are talking to, or maybe this is how you met them or whatever, they exhibit this old school love. And that's good. That's good. Well, it's good for people who like that old school love. Some people, they're very into the new wave of things and dating and all of that stuff. So to each their own. But however it resonates for you, then that's how you apply it. If it doesn't resonate for you, you haven't met anybody online, you don't like old school love, then clearly that's not for you. Okay? So we're going to look at, let's look at finances next. Let's see what's going on in the finance department. Let's see what you guys got going on. I need a financial blessing personally. I have so much going on right now. Let's see. Finance, Spirit. What's going on in finances for them, Spirit? What is going on in finances for them? All right. So it says, use some money to invest in yourself. So maybe you feel like there could be something that you've been wanting to do. There could be some type of business venture, some type of thing you wanted to start. Maybe it's a YouTube channel. Maybe it's a TikTok. Maybe it's just a business and something that you really think would bring in, revenue, and you really enjoy doing it. Spirit is saying use that money and invest in yourself. Go ahead and get that started. What is the zodiac signs that are resonating with this reading? Spirit, What zodiac signs could be resonating with this reading? What zodiac signs do you have could be resonating with this reading, Spirit? All right. So we have an Aries. We also have a Gemini. Then we have a Libra. And if I don't pull yours, but it's resonating, then it's still for you. We have an Aquarius. We have a Pisces. We have another Aries. So this is a cosigner for Aries. And we have Sagittarius, okay? So there are somebody from those signs that are resonating with this reading more than others. But like I said, if you are a different sign that it didn't pull, maybe you're a Capricorn, maybe you're a Leo, maybe you're a Cancer, whatever, and I didn't pull your sign, it does not mean it's not for you, okay? So if you're resonating with it, it's definitely for you. I always tell people don't get caught up in the signs. This is just something that I like to do to see who it's resonating with more. So somebody from these signs could be resonating with this reading more than the other ones. All right, so we're gonna let's look at the things you need. What do you guys need right now? Things you need, Spirit. What are the things that they need, Spirit? What are the things that they need? Spirit, what are the things that they need? Wow. All right, so enough money. And I was just about to say that. I was just about to say I need enough money. Okay, the next one is you need a congratulations celebration. So basically, that's the things you need. So maybe you need somebody to celebrate you. Like you may be the type that you celebrate everybody else, no matter how big or how small. You make people feel like this says don't care. Things you need is you need somebody not to care. If this is don't care in this, a prayer answered. Don't care in things you need is basically you don't want something, let me see, to be heard and understood. So I'm going to explain this. Let me open these first. The next one is a head start. So far, these are good. A fair chance. Yeah. I'm feeling like you need a vacation. Yeah, you need what you give to other people. Like to other people, for a lot of you, because of your personality, like I said, we all have character flaws. But because of your personality, you're like a vacation to people. Like you could go to work and people love to see you when you get to work. They're like shouting out your name. Or you walk into a room, maybe you go to your family's house and everybody says your name at the same time. You could be that person. The fair chance is I'm feeling like you need, what was this one? Enough money, of course. That's self-explanatory. I don't need to get into that one. You need to be celebrated. And congratulations. So you need celebration. You need to feel like you matter just as much as the people that you make feel matter. The head start and to be understood. So somebody's misunderstanding you. Maybe when you're trying to tell people the things that you know, even though it could come off like, you're just a know-it-all or whatever, maybe it's really that it's what you're saying, how you're saying it is not how you mean it. That's what I'm hearing. So maybe you talk to people about things and you could just be excited about what you're talking about, the topic, because you know a little bit about it. Maybe you know a little bit more than most people. A prayer answered. So you've been praying for something. And you could just be excited about and a head start. So we got that. And you can just be excited about it. And so you talk to people about it, but then you talk so much about it that they start being like, oh my God, like he or she talks like way too much or whatever, but it's not even like you're trying to you're talking about this subject to be like I know more than you. I'm feeling like some of you just get excited and passionate about what you're talking about, and so you keep going on, and maybe it's hard for them to get a word in edgewise, but you don't mean it like that. Because what I'm hearing is that for a lot of you, your personality is like bomb. Like it's people love being around you. But I want to explain this. So the don't care in this things you need, don't care. It means that you need people not to care about certain things about you, certain flaws, because you feel like there's more to you than that one thing that somebody's complaining about. And on the flip side, Spirit is saying you need to stop caring so much about other people and not just stop caring about them like I just don't care and you just whatever happens happens. No, but you need to stop caring so much about other people more than you do yourself. Okay, so that's something that you need to work on. All right, let's see what's coming towards you. I hope something amazing is coming towards you. This is my favorite jar. What's coming towards them, Spirit? Spirit, what's coming towards them? What is coming towards them? All right. So, we have some rewards. There's something you did that your rewards are going to come to you now. We have a fresh start. Remember you said you in this one you needed a head start. Now that fresh start is coming. Money. We need that other jar. This is like answering the jar we just did. So now you need the money. So it was basically like, remember I said you need to feel celebrated and congratulated? Here's the words to make that happen. Then I pulled enough money. What's coming towards you? Money. Then I said, you pulled the cards about you needing a fresh start. You needed a head start. What's coming towards you? A fresh start. Look at that. Okay, let's see what this one is. What's coming towards you? Victory over something. Okay? The next one is, well, we don't like this one. Betrayal. So, we'll get into that. Because love and happiness. I love that. So, this betrayal, because it says coming towards you, it could be something as big as some, like, let's see, because I'm not hearing cheating. I mean, if that's something you're going through, then that's going to resonate, but that's not what I'm hearing. It could just be something, I'm hearing something on the lines of you did something, like at work or something, and somebody's taking credit for it. Or you were talking to somebody, kind of venting about, life. This could be in any aspect. It could be a family member, friend. You were talking to somebody about something, and that person went back and told the person that you were talking about. But you were just venting. It wasn't like you were just intentionally just trying to talk bad about this person, but you were venting about a situation that you were in the heat of the moment of, and this person went back and told. It's something like that. I don't feel like it's a betrayal where it's like I can't well, it is like I can't believe you did that, but I'm not getting the sense of a betrayal where you're just so hurt, that, well, like how you would feel if somebody cheated on you. That kind of betrayal, like, can make you snap. I don't feel like this is that type of betrayal. It's just like, oh, really? That's who you are? So then it's like, okay, I see you. I know how to deal with you from here on out. It's like that. That's what I'm hearing. Now, for some of you, it could be cheating, like I said, but I'm just not getting that feeling for a lot of you. I'm just feeling like you were venting about something somebody went back and told, or you did something and somebody took the credit for it. Something like that. All right, let's look at your angel message. Spirit? What is the angel message that you have for them, Spirit? What is the angel message that you have for them? What is the angel message that you have for them? All right, so we have three. So the first one is you're a great mother. So for those mothers out here who have been feeling like you've been neglecting your kids, or maybe you and your kids been bumping heads, they could be like teenagers, preteens, and every time you turn around, it's like they're mad at you for something, and you're like, Jesus, I'm trying. You're a good mother, okay? Well, you're a great mother. That's what Spirit said. You're a great mother, okay? Um, Look at that. Angel message. Lighten up. You're too serious. So yeah, the stuff that that I think this goes back to um you needing to control things, and in your mind you have this fear, like if you don't control it and you don't know the outcomes, then everything's gonna fall apart, and something's gonna just destroy you. Like, I mean, I'm hearing, like, how you meet those people and it's just like they fall, but when they describe how they fall, like you could be with them and they just literally fell and then they got back up. But how they tell somebody else is like, oh my God, I fell and then my arm twisted back and then my leg like flew up and then my leg flipped over onto my other side of my leg, and you're like, that did not happen. Like, you kind of embellish stuff sometimes, but I think it's more funny than anything. And it says your body is holding trauma. So, um, I yeah, maybe that's why your body could be holding some type of trauma, and that's why you need to control things, because there's something that happened that you feel like if you would have been in control of it, it would have never happened. But because you left it to somebody else, or you trusted somebody else to do this, this could be that betrayal. This hurt you. So Spirit just wants you to know that your body is holding trauma. So you're gonna have to release that trauma. And if you don't know how to do that, you could look up those kinds of things. I forgot what they're called. Spiritual. They're kind of like chiropractors, but that's not what the name of them are. But they actually help release pain. And I hear a lot of people cry in those sessions. So yeah. And clarification. Your clarification for this reading, Spirit, is, what is their clarification? All right. Your clarification is divine intervention. So whatever you have going on, divine intervention is going to step in and help you out, okay? So that is your reading. I hope it helped and resonate with whoever this is for. As always, be blessed, and I love you on purpose. Bye.